in ever
in every even more way.
People gonna speak ill about him, and I mean, there's been a guy for 400 years.
okay.
Diarrhea was
So I hope we got everything.
diarrhea.
We don't have the combs.
People spoke bad about him. I'm about to show you all of this. Everything that you've learned about his mom, it's a lie.
Oh.
I'm about to show it all to you. I
Combs
know
are up
it's
there.
probably gonna be, like me saying this is like it means nothing. I'm just gonna.
What was that? Why did it go off?
Oh, you accidentally clicked it. This is such
Rat comb, comb, the brush. Where's the other brush? Where's the other brush?
No, sure. You have it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Stop biting him like that. Why are you biting him? It hurt?
Don't worry, guys.
Gabby, where's the brush?
Mommy, it was in the chair. Oh, it's right here.
It better be right there. I'm not playing with you, girl. You get on my nerves, girl. You really get on my nerves. Every time she want to lose the comb, she want to lose the brush, she want to lose everything. Lose her sense. Excuse me, it's too hot. King, come turn the fan towards us.
And turn it on.
I hope they stay on my bed. They're so cute. Girl, you were so close. So close to getting the traditional comb slap.
Traditional?
Yes. It's from from back in the 1700s. Moms have been slapping their black mothers have been slapping their daughters with combs when they turn around for centuries.
Is there a traditional diarrhea balloon kid that you're supposed to be playing right now?
Where is the? Yes, sir.
No.
Be nice, KR, so he can hurry up and get out of here.
Turn it on, obviously.
It's not on?
I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. Mommy, bye.
Don't buy me. Can I buy you?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I need some clips. Get in there! Get the clip. Give me that clip. Excuse me.
Yay! Oh, that's funny. Oh, flight 93.
What's a flat 93?
Flight 93. Flat 93.
Oh, thank you for the love.
Oh, so now people want to come on.
This is Facebook. This is YouTube.
Oh.
Facebook is trash. People on Facebook suck. Besides me, I'm on Facebook, but I don't suck. I be liking, I be commenting, I be following.
Subscribing.
You got some gems for me, I'm gonna follow. Now I'm about to just. Y'all see them cats?
Y'all are hilarious.
Oh, you think so too? You think people are trash on Facebook, right? Like, why can't you just... Like, what's the problem? Because they don't want to see us doing good. They don't want to see us doing better.
For some reason, my favorite part is when there's still paper.
But right now, this is my daughter, Kari. I'm about to flat iron her hair, and I am not liking what I have to get started with. Y'all see this?
This is a great thing. I don't see why.
Thanks for the love, y'all. Thank you so much.
Dad?
Y'all see them cats going ham on the bed? So yeah, no, we about to watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and I'm gonna focus on doing her hair because she got school in the morning, and she so badly wants her hair straightened. She won't allow me to do anything else to it right this day.
You want to see a trick? No. The trick is to make the thing disappear. You don't want to give away your best tricks in public. So, how was your summer?
What in the world? So I'm just gonna section off her hair. I'm gonna section off her hair and then I'm gonna comb it out. And after I'm done combing it out, I'm gonna blow dry this just by section. I don't usually do it like this, but she washed her hair the day before on Friday. She washed her hair on Friday, so we got that out of the way early so I didn't have to do everything at once. This is my favorite brush. For black people's hair, it does so well in detangling it. Obviously, of course, with some water or some detangling spray. But if you have like a social media, like a Facebook or, well, I don't be on Instagram. I still have it. I just deleted the app off my phone for storage. Sorry, for storage purposes. But I'll go and support your channel. I will subscribe and follow you. I mean, I do really only watch content or want to be involved in content that's revolved around Jesus. So I hope everybody has taken the time to consider Jesus that I can interact with. It's very important. I don't want to be exposed to raunchy things and inappropriate things. And I don't want my kids exposed to that either. So that's why I do it the way that I do it. Should I put heat protector in her hair before I blow dry it or after right before I'm about to flat iron it? Because yesterday when she did my hair and she blow dried my hair and she put the flat iron in, and she put the heat protectant in, what ended up happening was my hair seemed to have gotten nappy after every comb.
No, we don't know who you are. We have no idea who you are. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go skating now.
This is the first time also I'm going live on my YouTube, guys. I'm so appreciative of Facebook allowing us small content creators to go live without having 1,000 subscribers.
Hey, Greg. Can you break a leg or something so we can leave? That'll never happen. Not a chance. There's no way
It
that
seems I did a good job blow drying her hair. Guys, do you think I should put the heat protectant spray? This is the heat protectant spray that I got. Do you think I should put the heat protectant spray in her hair before I blow dry it? Even though I know that it's heat, it's just that yesterday when I did my hair,
Maybe I will.
yesterday when I did my hair and I put the heat protectant spray in it, was just at the end, it was giving me so much problems. Like, you know how, see how smooth I'm able to comb through her hair right now? I feel like if I put the heat protectant spray, it's gonna be so nappy.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Ari, there's still a lot of flakes in your hair. You scratch good?
Yeah. Oh, hi. Remember when we were young like this?
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some heat protectant spray in her hair. I'm gonna comb through.
I'm going in.
Seems like it got nappy already. Look at U-turn. I mean. Oh, that a woman should be, and I dedicate my life. Okay, Ari, stop pausing the video. Always. Because my live is gonna shut off if they hear the music in the back. Stop! For what is the ages of everybody on this live? Did y'all know that song just now? See, you see how nappy it just now got? I really don't like that. That's gonna be so hard to manage while I'm blow drying her hair right now.
Greg, Kathleen, this is your mother. Everything is going to be okay. Stay where you are, and your father is going to...
Catching! Come and plug up this blow dryer. And I dedicate my life to you always. Thank you.
Hey, Romeo. How did it go with the new girl?
So me and Kayari have the same kind of hair. It seems as if we have like 4A or 4B kind of hair, or 4A, 4B kind of hair. A love like yours is grand. It must have been sent from up above. And I know you'll be able to. Sorry. For always. Hey, Carrie, put your head down. Does this hurt? Yeah. I'm sorry. Why you ain't saying nothing? It don't hurt that bad? No. Ah! I'm sorry. Put your head down.
But I have to say, right now, the school's starting to look pretty good.
I'm just gonna section it out really again one more time. I know you stay this way for always. Ow.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it's that stuff.
Ow.
Mine! Let go! You know I'm strong enough, Grandpa. Don't make me punch you again! Because nothing sorry. I was sick that day and I had something in my eye.
Well, I've never had some before you. What's going on?
This is my seat!
Okay, let's start again. What are your names?
Hi, Sarah. You are? Greg.
Greg. Kelly. Would you be related to Roderick Heffley?
Who's Roderick?
Okay.
Didn't you read Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I've got my eye on you, Heffley.
I don't think I read this one.
Hold your hand.
There's no way to escape.
Don't let go.
I think it's his brother.
I said don't let go. Hold on, let me brush it through. Hold it. It's that stuff. Like I'm gonna do the other one without it.
Top prize is $1,000.
Are you gonna hold it? You gotta hold it after I comb it.
What? I saw it yesterday. No.
Don't move. Because I'm trying to go through it really slow, and you just pulled it right through. Ow, ow! Are you holding it properly, or?
Yeah.
Roderick says he's a professional musician, but as far as I know, the only money he's made is when Dad gave him $5 once to stop. When did we get to play the real drum?
Like at everybody talks about. Watch and learn, husband.
Hey, I'm thinking we should enter the talent show. I can do my magic act and you can be my assistant. Assistant? No way. Doing magic tricks is bad enough. Assisting the guy doing the tricks? I'd never make it to 8th grade. What? Hey, I'm coming. Manny, what have you done? What's going on? What did you do to him? Nothing. He ruined my video game. He didn't do anything on purpose. He cheated, honey. No, he didn't. He's only 3.
So you let go, and I don't need you to let go.
Won't you come be part of our family?
Finally! Someone I can leave my feelings to.
Yeah, another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, it doesn't work.
No, you stay this way.
Shop sheds from the company that set the standard of quality for over 40 years, the Barnyard. We use the best materials and expert building techniques. Our newest styles bring high-end finishes and timber accents to sheds you'd be proud to have in your yard. Walk our display of sheds, garages, and pavilions at the Big E and in Ellington and Bethel, Connecticut. Browse a wide variety of sheds in stock and ready to deliver on our website. And save big during the Big E sale. Get in up.
From enabling 3D shopping experiences to powering a mere...
Hold it.
Doesn't work on the direction.
Hold it.
Notice that you pay Mom bucks at the girlie home from school.
We gotta walk.
Get in. Now.
I can see.
Oh, I need the room. The new equipment.
How should the money for that?
Well, you know. Mom bucks.
There's no way. You only earn like 5.
Hold it. So I put heat protecting spray on this, but I'm not gonna put heat protecting. I'm gonna wrap this up into a nice fancy knot.
Now Roger can get paid for doing this. Why is he hiding around me? It's embarrassing. Why?
You know how important honesty is to me. And I called your mom and she gave her permission for you to come back to Boston Rapids next weekend.
2 days on my biggest father's side to my wall. It sounded great. Thank you, Mr. Chuckley. But I think I'd like to stay home and practice my magic act. I just want to protect my honor. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Didn't he say he didn't want to do magic because he was staying in 8th grade?
For homework, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh my God. I'm Daddy, Daddy. Hey, what's this?
It's a gift from Nanny. He made it for you because he wanted to say he was sorry for breaking your rule again. Right.
Baby,
You guys sat on that. Greg, what are you doing? lucky you don't have any brothers. You're kind of like my brother. You shouldn't be looking up things for your 100 years ago assignment. She must have seen you 100 years ago. Oh, I hope she's okay. She sounded pretty hurt. Are you kidding? She's innocent. I heard she's amazing. Would love to. We do know she's fake. Really? I don't want to think of an exorcism. We're good. Almost. You just have to work with what you got.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses on out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. 'Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking playing my favorite CDs. Pulling up to the parties. Trying to get a little bit tipsy.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, fall.
Whoa! 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 It looks fake.
Carrie, your hair smells a little
But how do I fix it if I'm actually
mildewy.
Maybe you need to get it so people know. Oh,
Does that matter to you at all? Or?
So you want me to know what's her?
now do it again.
I
You don't want to fall backwards in the chair. Because I'm not
Do you
the
want
one
to?
in the underwear.
Not really.
Remember when I broke my arm? That didn't feel good. I can't believe you sat on a tinfoil ball. We're gonna be rich. Okay, Nelly. Hold still. Wait.
So I always start at the ends of the hair so that it can detangle, and then I work myself all the way up.
Now I'll be 100% honest. Well, that lasted about a week. That's why I didn't appreciate
Just
you
rake it
completely honest.
at the end so you don't break off the hair. Less breakage.
It's cute. I want chocolate cake.
That is it. You're alive, scared. I want to see Mom. Mom, it's Mrs. Gilman from the PTA. But that would be lying. I don't do that anymore. I'm sorry, Mrs. Gilman. My mom isn't in the house right now.
Maria realized she'd booked the wrong holiday dates online. Fortunately, her travel company uses Zendesk, which means a Zendesk AI agent fixed the problem and...
Your wiper blades sound like this? Or this?
So yeah, no, I'm gonna refrain from using the heat protectant spray on this section of the hair, and we're gonna see how it goes.
On weekends, I try to stay as far away from my brothers as possible. But every morning,
So y'all seen that I combed it out, right? You can't tell me that you don't have the same exact hair as me.
I didn't say I don't.
You did yesterday. But no, we don't. And it's not the heat protectant spray. So just to protect your hair, I'm gonna go ahead and protect it.
Let me just say how gratifying it is to see so many smiling faces here today. Come on, we're out. play hooky. So come on, let's go.
He's cooked in half! No, it isn't what it looks like. It isn't. It's chocolate. Chocolate. See? What can I say about being civil to one another? That's all I ask of you. Well, you have blown it big time. Never been more embarrassed. Everyone knew. I have no idea how to write my column. I feel like a complete fraud. Well, you have practice on yourself. You can kiss rockin' rapid goodbye. You two will stay here together all weekend and work out your differences. And if you don't, I will. And trust me, you don't want any part of it. You understand?
But look.
I don't want to do your hair anymore.
Got it.
First of all, look.
Oh, that's Roderick, his brother.
What?
That's his brother, Roderick.
Duh. And I'm not even looking at the TV the whole time.
Wait. Whoa. Be careful, baby.
For what?
In case you want to play musical chairs.
I've been playing musical chairs since the second grade.
Well, it comes back and you get high school. Oi! You get the chairs. I don't want anyone to be disappointed, right?
Okay.
I have an idea. I'm going to comb out the edges first.
Yeah, and it's staying closed. I don't need middle school ruining my party.
I thought it was our party.
It's fine, fine. Now keep quiet or I'll lock you in the dryer.
You guys not better?
Yeah.
Hello? Roderick, it's Mom. Is everything okay? It took a long time for you to answer.
Yeah, everything's fine. I was just washing dishes.
Okay, honey. Well, I just wanted to check in and say I love you. And I'm sorry I was so harsh earlier.
No problem, bye.
Now let me say goodnight.
Ray?
Can you doing?
Oh, he can't. He's asleep. I don't want to wake him.
No, I'm not. I'm right here. Come on. Hey, Roderick. Hi, sweetie. Is everything okay? Why were you sleeping so early?
Well, actually, I wasn't sleeping. I'm down in the basement.
The basement? What the heck are you doing
Why'd you come down and get... Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Unfortunately, I think that just means
anything.
it's not funny. It's dandruff and
what?
piece that I already will die. So you know what that means?
I have to go wash my hair.
Yes.
Nerds.
That's what it means.
I think you should go upstairs. Are you kidding me? You might not get to go to another high school party for 5 more
Look,
years.
this time, why
You have an opportunity to see things that no other kid in our grade has ever seen before.
I think we should go outside so I can
Teenage things.
Oh, thank you, Morgan. The chat is lit. So lit.
Hey, let's eat up this popcorn, dude. Not cool. That was a close one.
Oh, LOL. I thought you were laughing. I'm doing good. Thanks all for coming on and supporting me.
Please allow me to actually make people's eardrums bleed.
Ew.
I mean,
Are you going anytime soon?
Oh, what about this side on?
What about that side?
It's gonna be hard to hold.
Yeah, as soon as your hair gets wet, it's going back to normal.
So what about this one?
That's going to be nappy again.
reminder! You can't call. You're dead.
So you go ahead.
Dude, this
Pause the
party is
video.
dying. Look, the girls aren't into it. Look, they want to dance. You don't ask them to dance.
You might wanna
They're gonna
scratch
leave.
your
You're
scalp.
just gonna be that guy that threw that lame party with no girls.
Go
Go ask
wash.
the girls to dance.
I do.
You rap.
Scratch it good and comb it out.
No, man, you go ask the girls to
And then
dance.
put the soap in and then comb it out again while the
It's
soap
very
is still in.
nappy. It's very nappy. So I'm gonna die. Okay?
When it gets wet, it's not nappy anymore.
It's
And I think we forget that when we're at your age.
okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna let her go and wash her hair. I'm gonna take a little breaky poo. I'm gonna take a breaky poo, and she seems to be watching that little Wimpy Pig via YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead. Wait for her.
Cool.
Use the brush to help wash your hair.
Yep.
And don't forget the soap and the towel. And I'm just gonna lay here, you know. Stretch out. While my 13-year-old goes and washes her hair because as a single mom, you know, you just can't do everything. I also try to, prep for this day. Now, we have hair washing and hair doing on this day. So, and I'm supposed to be making chili? Sure. I just don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, the ground beef is thawing out right now. I don't know why her hair is like that. You want to go on there? I'm going to find something to watch.
And then regarding the Davidic,
While she's doing that. So I think she's going to do that. I think she's going to take about 25 minutes to do so. And I'm going to wait for her. What happens to people trapped in the elevators on 9/11? So that's going to be for about 8 minutes. I will watch that. And then there's another video that I'm subscribed to a guy named, what is his name?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in this
John
video,
K.
I'm going to be discussing the elevator situation during
All
September
those
11th.
videos I see people sleeping,
Both the North
and they
and
been
South
getting a
Towers,
lot of
there
views.
were
I'm going to sit right here and watch
trapped.
about 9/11. No, they deaf. The heck?
You speaking to them like you speaking. You're not speaking to them like you speaking to me right now. You speaking to them like, yeah, you speaking to them like the phone's right there.
Are you okay? You came in here like negative energy.
I couldn't hear the phone figure out this information for the phone that
It's inconsistent. Don't stop making it pop! I think that picture of Nancy down. There's only one. You better take that picture of Nancy down.
Oh, this is Nancy?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I am going to be discussing the elevator situation
Hide it in the
during
closet.
September 11th in both the North and the South Tower, because there were a decent amount of people that were trapped within both of the elevators when the planes hit, and many of the elevators immediately plummeted, but then had an emergency stop to where they only fell about 20, 15 floors maybe in terms of free fall. And I'm going to be talking about probably the craziest situation of a group of people trapped in an express elevator inside the North Tower. One of the people that happened to be trapped was a janitor who realized that the walls could be broken because they were made of sheetrock, and he used a tool that he just randomly had on him. I mean, this is just crazy to think about. An express elevator in the North Tower right after the planes get hit. You're in it with a bunch of people. One of them's a janitor who's got tools, and he broke through one of the elevator walls, I guess, into like a bathroom. This all happened on the 50th floor, which was obviously very good news for them, considering on the North Tower the plane hit very high up. They weren't close to it. They were then told by a firefighter to go in another elevator because, believe it or not, many of the lower elevators that were not impacted by the crash, some of them were still working. They took an elevator down and got out of the North Tower. That was probably the craziest one in terms of stories that I've seen. The idea and just the sheer luck of being, I mean, there's like 6 or 7 people being in an elevator, one of them is a janitor, you're trapped, possibly between floors, to where even if you guys see with the elevators, they get stuck, you try and move the elevator, the doors with your hands to open them, and you actually normally can get them open, or you can do it. The problem is that if it's trapped between both of the floors, you're not going to be able to get out that way.
It's
You would
still
then
plugged
have
up
to
because I'm
try
about to
and
use
break
it.
through the top and then try and find a way out
Well,
that
I
way.
thought you would say, why is it plugged up and you think about it? Like, I'm thinking you're saying, why is it plugged up like, you know, like to try to get, to try to make, to try to account for the simple fact that, I thought you were saying, why is it plugged up like, you know, like let's say you step on Lego. Why is this here? You know it's there because the doggone kids left it in the floor. So I'm thinking you're doing that. I don't think you really think that you don't know why the straightener is plugged up. I don't know. I don't think you don't know why it's not plugged. I mean, it's plugged up.
So either way, it's not like because the way that you said, you looked at it and you probably.
And I didn't answer you at all.
Yeah, which makes it seem like you kind of figure out why it's plugged up too. I mean, I would expect you to call KR. Like,
I called KR when I noticed that it was plugged up. It was over there. She hooked it up to the you see my metal drawers down there? She hooked it up to that. She clamped it on and left it like that. Luckily there was no paper. I think there is paper. So I just put the picture over there, but now you done gave up. Plug up that printer. Plug up the printer. You done lost all your.
I never wanted to do it in the first place.
Well, it's okay. Go ahead. It's gonna be much easier for you to do your homework.
Or you're not going to be able to get out that way. You would then have to try and. Normally you can get them open. It's hard, but you can do it.
Careful with that thing.
If it's trapped between both of the floors, you're not going to be able to get out that way. You would then have to try and break through the top and then try and find a way out that way. But they got very lucky. They broke through and entered a bathroom. Just an interesting situation there. That was the North Tower. A lot of the escapes that I saw did happen in the South Tower. There were 3 people in the South Tower inside of an elevator traveling through the 87th floor when the plane hit. The elevator immediately plummeted, but then the emergency brakes were able to stop it. They were able to make it out and survive. There was another situation with an elevator on the 78th floor, which would have been the sky lobby in the South Tower. There were actually many people that were within the sky lobby of the South Tower that were able to survive, believe it or not. If you're familiar with the sky lobby of the South Tower, that is where the plane partially impacted, but 38 people were able to make it out, including several people that were stuck in elevators on the 78th floor. It would be very interesting to see just the way in which the plane entered the building and how much of the floor was actually destroyed. Because if you're talking about 478, that would have been directly in line with where the plane impacted, and that was also known as the door floor because apparently there was just a boatload of people that were gathered around the sky lobby and the 78th floor, possibly trying to get down. It's a little questionable on how many people were actually trying to get down just because
okay, nobody wants to come on here and see a bunch of nothing. Someone sitting there doing nothing, but then I saw people and their doggone and getting millions of views.
In the offices
and I was
of
like,
the South Tower, but it was human instinct to get out of there, and a lot of people were trying to get out of there, and then bang, the South Tower gets hit. And I talked about stories where people were originally leaving and actually walking
I doubt that I'm going to
the
miss
elevator
it in
and
my
then
live
turning
videos,
back because they were told
but
to stay in the South Tower. It's
I am
safer
going to try
rather
to
than leaving. And there were a number of elevators. What I believe to happen, because it's also been reported that people heard explosions.
I think I should go live
in the
from
tower.
well, I guess when I come home from
Explosion
school, it
after
doesn't
the
really
first
matter
two, obviously the
because
first one being the North Tower,
still
and the second one being the South Tower. People speculate that the third one could have been
Don't stop!
questionable. It would be very interesting to see just the way in which the plane entered the building and how much of the floor was actually destroyed. Because if you're talking about 478, that would have been directly in line with where the plane impacted. And that was also known as the door floor because apparently there was just a boatload of people that were gathered around the sky lobby and the 78th floor, possibly trying to get down. It's a little questionable on how many people were actually trying to get down just because of the situation. They were originally told to go back to their offices because they didn't want people out with all the flying debris from the North Tower, and they obviously didn't think another plane was going to hit the South Tower. I would say 99% of people thought the first one was an accident, including all the people in the offices of the South Tower. But it was the human instinct to get out of there, and a lot of people were trying to get out of there, and then bang, the South Tower gets hit. And I talked about stories where people were originally leaving and actually walking or going to the elevator and then turning back because they were told to stay in the South Tower. It's safer rather than leaving. And there were a number of elevators. What I believe to happen, because it's also been reported that people heard explosions within the tower, possibly a third explosion after the first two. Obviously, the first one being the North Tower getting hit, the second one being the South Tower. people speculate that the third one could have been the elevators plummeting to the bottom and that creating a loud bang. That potentially could be true, especially in the lobby. Many of the firefighters reported that when they entered both of the lobbies of the North and South Tower and went to where the elevators are, like, you know, the Twin Towers, there's the outer lobby area. It almost looks like a track, you know, going around. It's got that carpeting. And then if you go into, like, the main hallway, you'll be able to see the elevators. There's not good photos on them. Normally it's just, like, you aren't even able to see any of the elevators. But apparently all of the rock, like the granite that had been used around the elevators, had been completely broken out, and they reported that most of the elevators on the bottom were completely just blown to smithereens. So I would imagine if they're saying that people took elevators to the bottom after the planes had hit, some of those elevators were probably still operational, honestly. I guess it just depends where you're at, because there were a ton of elevators on like 3 different sides of the main lobby area right in the middle. Now, obviously, the sad thought to all of this, especially in the South Tower, but really both of them, the South Tower because you have less time to react. The people that potentially were traveling on the South Tower, possibly trying to go down, the plane hits, it immediately stops, it loses power, or possibly it plummets all the way to the bottom, and it doesn't hit an emergency brake. You know, those people possibly dying, that would be a horrible death. Or you've got people possibly trapped in between floors, and then the South Tower collapses. That would just be another terrible situation, and obviously you're not going to hear, you know, anything about that because you really can't document people being trapped. You just don't know where they're at. The only documented cases we have of people with the elevators is just the firefighters observing them, some of the elevators still working, and people escaping them through different means, possibly just pushing the door open themselves and then walking down or going onto another elevator and getting down. I personally thought that really none of the elevators worked, but there's been several cases in reading some of these survival stories of people getting trapped in elevators, getting out, and then taking express elevators to the bottom. So evidently there were still some elevators that were working even after the towers had been impacted by the airplane. So I just thought that was also interesting. But I mean, I would say there's at least like 60 or 70 different people that were in elevators that were able to survive on September 11th, whether it's being saved by an emergency stop, which is several different stories where the elevator will start plummeting and then the emergency brake will hit it and it'll stop, and then they can kind of get the door open because normally it'll stop right at an opening, and just some very interesting situations when it comes to trying to escape via an elevator. There was actually a story in the North Tower in the upper floors of people somehow thrown out of an elevator on impact from the airplane, and they both survived. So I'm not sure I really understand that. It would have to be like the doors were open or something. How do you get...
Morgan Bowen said, "Woo, get hype, y'all. It's a chat, yeah. And somebody seems to be swinging. I can't exactly see. Yeah.
Scroll up.
Scroll up. What? Oh, yeah, that's the bottom.
What's it?
You get F. You get F.
You get F.
It
You
says-
get F.
It just says F, star. Wait, I can't see. I can't even see because your phone's cracked. I can't.
Okay.
Might be a T, but I can't see.
I said that's okay. Tell chat what you doing.
I'm waiting for my homework. I wanted to print there. Finish your homework. Last bit of homework for the day. For the weekend. Last bit for the day.
And then what you gonna do?
And then I'm gonna go cut my hair and finish watching football.
You want me to get rated?
Yes. Nice.
Hopefully tonight. I don't like it. Hold on your hair. Look out. Oh, what about Blanco and them? I thought you liked it. Want to show it off? Don't stop, make it pop! Oh.
thrown out of an elevator. I guess it was a situation where the doors were open and maybe they were entering it or something, but pretty crazy. Either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. That's always in the description. If someone were to murder Alex or murder me, they already murdered themselves in that action. They already bestowed the punishment upon themselves. We are simply completing the task. When you take another person's life, you already took your own life.
I have concerns over things like the death penalty. It's one of the Ten Commandments, you said no murder. So is it somehow justified because they're such a horrible criminal, or are they eliminating or changing the trajectory of God's plan for what it was supposed to be because they murdered somebody?
So she just said that, in the Ten Commandments it says thou shalt not murder. She does not like the death penalty. And she's asking, are we changing the trajectory of God's law and murdering someone, or are we like
eliminating or changing the trajectory of God's plan for what it's supposed to be?
Like, are we eliminating God's law, or
because they murdered somebody and they didn't go when God was ready for them?
Great question. So,
of God's plan for what it was supposed to be because they murdered somebody and they didn't go when God was ready for them.
Great question.
So honestly, I don't really understand what she's saying, but I think what she's saying is, are we changing the plan of God saying, oh, there's no law, there's no murdering, or and are we changing the trajectory of God's plan that thou shalt not murder, and getting rid of someone before God's plan is them to get rid of before them to die. And but I feel like her question is just centered around Christianity. Now, I'm a Christian myself, but I feel like her question is just more based off of it. It could be more like, I think she could have said something like, are we changing the trajectory of God's plan and shortening someone's life before God plans them to be gone? Or are we using something from like the Old Testament and saying, let's eradicate a germ, for example, like a lot of what God did in the Old Testament. And the Israelites were taken over, and God was getting rid of people who were just nations, who were just causing havoc on the world.
So now I get the question a lot. So it does say do not murder. It does not say do not kill. So those are two different Hebrew words, right? So to murder is a completely different thing than to kill. For example, you're allowed to kill in self-defense. Somebody comes into your house, you are allowed to take that life if your life is being put into jeopardy. In fact, to go a step further, the reason why it made sense to ancient Israel, did you know that a life for life, otherwise known as the death penalty, is the only law that is in all 5 books of the Torah? It's the only law. Not even the Sabbath is in all 5 books of the Torah. Now, the Sabbath exists in Genesis, but it's not in all 5 books. So this idea of taking the life if you take the life, what is it rooted in? Why does it matter? Well, first of all, God is communicating to us the first thing. Taking human life is a major deal. That's God's first moral teaching in the Torah. That it's not to be trivialized. Let me give you another example. There's a law of the 613 laws of Judaism, of which we are not bound to the ceremonial law, which is one of them, that if an animal takes a human life, you must kill that animal. Oh, so it's like, okay, that's like, why do that? Well, what are you gonna like have? Oh yeah, that's Lenny. He killed my uncle, and he say hi. Like when you keep that animal around, the only punishment imaginable for taking the thing that only we are made in the image of God. So if you take another image bearer's life, what could possibly be a just punishment for that? Well, according to the economy of God, it's that your life must also be taken. And according to scriptural theology, we are not taking that person's life. When you take another person's life, you already took your own life. I want you to think about that. If someone were to murder Alex or murder me, they already murdered themselves in that action. They already bestowed the punishment upon themselves. We are simply completing the task. And think about it. Some people will say, but Charlie, it's not fair because of whatever sob story liberal reason. How is it, and honestly, no, and I'll just close with this. I'll kind of finish with this. But you know who it's not fair to? It's not fair to the victims. You are cheapening the lives of the victims. You are basically saying the victims die and you get to live. So you get to continue to live even though you took the lives of others. So for example, I think it's fundamentally wrong that creep who killed those 4 college kids in Moscow, Iowa, that he gets to keep living. So he kills 4 college kids, and he keeps on getting to have life, and those people don't. In order to say that those people's lives matter, the only just thing that we can reason ourselves to is to take that person's life. And that is not murder, that is killing, and it's societal self-defense. If you've ever terminated a pregnancy, this message is for you. I wake up every day, I play and moan. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be discussing the hypothetical scenario of possibly having a parachute above the impact zone on either the North or the South Tower. Would it be possible to survive? And really, why were there no parachutes up there in the first place? Is it something that skyscrapers really need to be concerned about? Now, this is a question that has been raised, and of course, hindsight is 2020. Maybe they should have put some emergency parachutes up in the upper floors, but to be quite frank, it made no sense. I mean, even to this day, after 9/11, nobody has emergency parachutes. That's really not a thing on upper floors. The Twin Towers were actually very safe in terms of escaping a fire. They had 3 main stairwells. Nobody accounted for the idea of a giant airplane ramming directly into them, and in the North Tower's case, rendering all 3 stairwells useless because they were all destroyed. Now, when it comes to the idea of escaping the Twin Towers via a parachute, technically it is possible. I think this would be the scenario. You got someone that's afraid of heights, they work on a high floor, they're very paranoid, maybe they keep a parachute in their desk, and then possibly we know they broke the windows, you could break a window and jump out that way, and theoretically be able to get the parachute up as long as you knew how to work it in time before you hit the ground. Although there were other high-rise buildings around, this is lower Manhattan, New York City, and maybe you could land on the Marriott Hotel, although that really wouldn't make sense considering you'd have to get down from there. So you'd want to land far away, preferably in a street. I would say if you have a parachute, if you're able to control it and actually have some knowledge on how to maneuver it, how to steer the parachute correctly, that would all have to come with jumping out via a parachute. This was completed by a professional. I want to say back in the mid-1970s, somebody jumped off the roof so they would have more time to react. Obviously, nobody was on the roof. The doors were locked. It's not going to happen. You're jumping from a lower point, but if you are above the impact zone, it is relatively high enough to where you could deploy deploy a parachute in time and be able to survive that way. And that's really, when you think about all the hypotheticals, the idea of going to the roof, getting rescued, using the window washer, possibly trying to climb down, the only realistic one is if they somehow had some type of flying apparatus, some parachute. That would be the only way you could survive on the upper floors of the North Tower, because the only other thing I was thinking, it's such a long shot, but if you guys look at like the impact area where the plane impacted, it's like, imagine trying to jump down into that and then escaping that way, because you would think you're going to have to make a few jumps, you know, if you try and get down to the there were no staircases, but you might be able to actually jump down. I don't know how far it would be. I don't know what the inside of the North Tower looks like. I don't think we ever will know, considering it collapsed shortly after. But there are some photos, some zoomed in shots, a little bit after the North Tower was hit, because immediately there was, when you smoke, you barely see anything. And it looked like there potentially were some areas that were open, kind of crevices that were created by the plane. And then once the smoke cleared, maybe you could make like a 14-foot jump to the lower floors and get through the impact zone by jumping. Now listen, obviously that's very unrealistic, but yeah, I would say when it comes to the idea of a parachute, that's really the only legitimate option. If they had some type of emergency parachute, I mean, maybe it was a situation where it was left over from something, just anything. Imagine that, and then imagine the fight for the parachute. If other people were trying to, oh my god, it would be really, really ugly, but it is a situation, hindsight's 2020, you're not going to have, what would it be, hundreds of parachutes on the upper floors? It's just not realistic. You guys remember the Titanic didn't have enough lifeboats, and it was obvious why. It was not recommended because of the amount of deck space the lifeboats took up, and obviously nowadays, you guys know with cruise ships, it really doesn't matter how many lifeboats you have. These are modern cruise ships. The only thing at this point that can sink a cruise ship is neglect of the captain. That's what happened with the Costa Concordia, or a massive, 1 in a million, unpredictable rogue wave, which would capsize the ship. And the lifeboats would be unusable at that point. Guys, watch Poseidon to understand that. But yeah, just getting back to, what was I saying, talking about the 9/11 situation with the parachutes, it's just so unlikely. Again, this might be the actual only chance. If they were doing something, maybe they were performing a stunt and they had left a few parachutes in like a storage room in the Windows of the World restaurant, or just in one of the storage areas on the upper floors of the
I'm waiting for my daughter to finish washing her hair so
crazy
that I
story
can get
that
that
actually happened. Somebody
started
got up there and they would access the parachute. You could break the windows for sure. We know
I got a
they
little
did that
diet and I got a
because
shake.
something so terrible, and just immediately get out of that
I
building.
started doing my hair already, but
you obviously hook up the parachute, put it on your back, and
to wash
everything like
again.
that. And I mean, that was honestly, if you think about it, let's just say you randomly find a parachute. Let's say you're about, you're breathing in a bunch of smoke, you randomly find a parachute. Honestly, even though I've never used a parachute personally, I would jump out of that building very optimistic. I would be like, I'm finally getting out of this building. I've got like around a 50% chance that I can operate this parachute.
Well, I don't want to say jackpot. It's just like a,
you know, compared to what everyone else was dealing with. So obviously it's a situation that's terrible, but
the thing I'm going to do that holds you back.
You needed hand soap. The world should know about this. Clean, simple hand soap with gentle plant-based cleansers for sensitive skin. It's not a myth. It's there.
Cage-free eggs aren't all they're cracked up to be. Because cage-free hens
Dang, I don't know how I'm going to make dinner tonight. I don't know how I'm going to make chili tonight. What do I mean? What do you think I mean? The question that you have is very stressful to me.
I think that you don't want to make chili.
What did I say?
that you don't want, I mean, that you don't know how you're going to make it?
I don't know how I'm going to be able to make certain things.
Or have,
It's still, unless you're going to be certain. All you need to do is put it in a crock pot. You need to season it. Put it in the crock. You need to put it in the crock pot. Season it. Just break it up and add the cut already chopped vegetables and stuff you put in. And then, well, you cook it in the pan first, and then you put that cooked stuff in the crock pot. You season it with the chili powder and the broth, and then you let it sit for an hour. Other than that, I mean, what time is it? It's kind of too hot. Yeah, it would be like 3 hours. Setback. That's what I meant to say. Setback. This is a setback, a major setback. If you wash your hair on Friday, so that we can avoid all of this work that we have to do on Sunday. We won't start, we'll make it pop.
Let's go. But I do think, hypothetically, you would need some type, because of all the smoke, that's the big issue. You have to get out of the building as fast as possible. Going to the roof, even if the doors were unlocked, they cannot rescue you using a helicopter, or maybe they could rescue 1 or 2 people, but the problem is the helicopter would have to stay suspended above the towers with all that smoke, and it would get up into the helicopter's cabin. We don't even know what the wind was like up there, things like that. I'm not even sure the helicopter would try and do that, because they immediately, after both of the buildings were hit, they went up there with helicopters and got some shots of just the smoke billowing out of every place. I do wonder, the hypothetical, if there were the actual people out there waving, trying to get help, how they would go about helping them, and if a rescue up there could potentially happen. But of course, that's all hypothetical. It wasn't open. I'm just trying to think of different options when it comes to escaping the building on the upper floors. Obviously, the South Tower, you had the one stairwell, but the South Tower was at a significant disadvantage because of the limited time that they had to find that stairwell. And I just wonder, the 14 or 15 people that actually were able to access the one stairwell, one emergency staircase that remained inside the Twin Towers, because the 3 were gone in the North Tower and 1 was left, 1 of the 6. The people that were able to access it, I wonder what that was like walking down those stairs. I mean, obviously they didn't know. It's probably that the other 2 were blown to smithereens, but it is interesting to think about just 1 stairwell remained. And again, when it comes to safety, the Twin Towers were, I mean, you look at the way they're built, you can kind of have them, it's just weird that they're not stronger at the base. Normally with skyscrapers, they've got a stronger base. That's why they're so remarkable. And then obviously the inner core. But in general, they did, in terms of fire, they had a lot of escape routes inside of the building. There was a fire station directly across of the Twin Towers, but they didn't anticipate basically all of the infrastructure being blown out within the Twin Towers. And the building obviously started to malfunction. I guess that's one way to put it. The moral of the story here, though, is they did not expect that catastrophic situation to happen within the Twin Towers. If there's a fire on a certain floor, you would think because there's 3 stairwells it would be easier to escape. But having all the stairwells blown to smithereens by an airplane traveling 500 miles per hour, they did not anticipate that. Either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me.
I'm happy. Look.
Come on, let's get this over with, shall we?
I did pretty good. Is this all from my head?
No, sir, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so leave it at the top of the line.
You got all the clips?
Yeah.
There's two metal clips.
Yep. Okay.
You wish that was gonna work, but it's not. I already grabbed all the clips out of it. That's one. Here's the dose.
What?
The dose. Okay, one.
What's that?
The dose is number 2.
Oh.
Can you switch them out for 4-1?
What?
I'm serious. Okay. I see already have a section here.
I texted off my.
I don't recommend us watching movies from YouTube movies, okay? Never again, okay?
What? What?
And you have all this evidence of how you had the party. Did you use this brush?
Yeah. Actually, didn't use the color. That's funny.
Did you use my soap?
Yeah. Why, you smell like it?
He said, hey, Kiara, can you turn?
Where? Yeah, that was it.
Hold it. Hold it. I really don't suggest you letting go, but no, you know? Let go.
Don't do that. It takes us out. No way.
Turn your head. I'm sorry. Did they get caught?
I'm not sure.
Wait, you let him, Dad. He's a real professional.
You want to rewind it?
So, yeah, hung out, had a good time together, huh? Yeah, actually, it's, I never, I missed it. We had pretty good time together.
Really? Yeah. Surprised me too. So you just
Wait, wasn't he in the Home
worked it all
Alone?
out by yourself?
No.
Yeah.
That movie is Home Alone is from 1987 or 88 or something. This movie came out in 1988.
Yeah.
It's like Carrie, Diary of a Wimpy Kid wasn't out when I was a child. Probably when I was a teenager. I'm sorry. So you want to hold it here? Let go. No. Hold it. Okay.
right, Joe, I think we should. Whoa. Do I smell pot roast?
He said,
Bill got voted most likely to be a rock star when he was in high school. That hasn't really worked out.
Sit.
Oh. Bill. Roderick tells me that you're a professional musician, so that means that you earn enough to make a living. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, enough if you live in your parents' basement. My parents are really supportive. Respect
Should
your
have seen her
parents,
face
boy.
there, okay?
Hey, that's what Darcy said.
So, what? It doesn't sound like a cakewalk, eh? No. Why don't you tell Roderick to give him a picture of how challenging it is? No, it's really hard. First of all, there's no home-cooked meals like this. What? Really? Yeah. No, on the road, it's all burgers and fries and pizza. And then you gotta deal with the fans, especially the girls. No, it's definitely not for everyone. But if you like rocking deep into the night and partying hard all day, then it might be like different from that.
Don't sound fun. But what if you don't play musical instruments?
Loaded diaper always needs
Push
those.
pause.
So,
Mirror.
On the wall. Who is the cutest one of all? Ha! Come on. Don't be appalled.
Oh,
Don't be appalled.
baffled. No, not appalled.
Synonym.
Huh?
Synonym.
Synonym.
Ugh. Just so 13.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, guys. I am doing a splendid job
And what is
heat
it?
protecting my daughter's head. She just finished washing it
And I did
about 5 minutes ago.
And I did
She did
a.
a pretty good job. I'm not
And
gonna
I
lie.
did
She's been
a
washing her
splendid-
hair since she was.
Oh,
She's been washing her hair since she was.
well,
Surely I wasn't washing your hair your whole life.
you were washing my hair since I was 11 now.
That doesn't sound right. Me?
Me?
Yeah, no, she's been washing her hair on and off, since she was about 9, probably.
Okay. Funny,
You wash your hair, I detangled it. But now she's washing it and detangling it. So to the whole 7 people that are on my live right now, y'all want anything from Estelle?
What's that mean? I'm actually in the house. I'm actually. You can actually give me something. You can't give
I can
them
bless
nothing.
these people too.
With what?
If
tour of the
as soon
store?
as they comment and tell me what they want and it's legit, I got them.
So if they want cookies, you're gonna get it.
We'll see how we're gonna do it, but yeah, that ain't no thing.
How you supposed to give it to them?
I can DoorDash it to them. I can Amazon send it to them.
Okay, mother.
You think I'm lying, guys? Go ahead, comment what you want. Something from Amazon. Food. Comment some food. First person who comments some food that they want, I will DoorDash it or Uber Eats it to their house. No bully. All you gotta do is comment McDonald's, comment Burger King, comment something that you want, and then I'm gonna find a way to, I'm gonna stop doing her hair, and I'm gonna find a way to go on.
She's funny.
I'm gonna find a way to contact you. Maybe you can give me your phone number, and I will Zell you. I will actually Zell you. I will Zell you or Cash App you some money so that you can order your own food, just in case you don't feel comfortable giving me your address.
Well, you think you're funny.
I don't see no comments yet. They think I'm funny. I said, do y'all want anything from the store? Comment what you want so I can Zell you or Cash App you y'all food order. I got Zelle and I got Cash App. And I have PayPal. And to all the 3 people who are on my live right now, if y'all want anything from the store, go ahead and comment what you want. And I will get it to you. However, the best way to get it to you is. Carrie, stop going along with the brush. Hold it. For those of you who just came, oh yeah, actually, pin it. Go ahead, pin it, KRE.
Mommy, one person just went off.
KRE, there's only 4 people on right now. 7 people were before.
Okay.
Too bad for them. Pin it.
No.
Like this stream and comment what you comment restaurant that you want me to order your food from.
I don't even do the same for me.
Yeah, hold this. I'm watching the comments. Nobody's commenting your food. And I still only have 4 likes on the video. If you comment whatever food you want, I'm going to get it to you. You said, oh, you don't got to spend your... I know all 4 of y'all's not like... all 5 of y'all's not like, you don't got to spend your money on me. Somebody wants some dinner or some lunch right now.
Right, yeah.
Hold it. Move. And don't forget the straightening iron.
Okay.
Hey, comment down below your food that you want. I'm going to buy you lunch right now. I'll stop blow drying her hair and send you some money for lunch right now. Sorry. King, go on my live and see if you can hear me, cause ain't nobody commenting their the food that they want. Come on, let go. Don't stop or make it pop. Wasn't that on the toll?
No.
You just hate me. That's why you're saying no. See, when it starts getting stuck, I know to stop. I don't keep going. Like I said before, go ahead and comment down the kind of food that you want me to order for your lunch, and I'm gonna go ahead
She's not
and
actually gonna order it.
Well, all they have to do is put their stuff in the chat and
She's not actually going to send you money, guys.
All they gotta do is put their stuff in the chat and see if I'm gonna order it for them. I won't stop, I'll make it pop. Yeah?
You look a little white rat.
I've been telling you these cats give rats. Okay. Can you go on my YouTube and pin it? First person that comments a food restaurant, I'm gonna order.
Really? Take the remote.
First person who comments their food order, I'm going to order their food for them. However, I'm gonna order their food for them. Guys, this is my first time going live. Thank you for coming on. Right now, I am just doing my daughter's hair. She just washed it again on this Sunday. Did the movie go off?
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay. Go on Prime.
Oh, wait, no, it didn't end.
I don't know what you thought I was talking about when I said did it go off.
Oh, you think it ended?
I thought my dream came true there.
But
I'll have to pin it. Okay, Ari, don't let me forget to put this back on the charger.
Oh, some pin it. But we don't need to pin nothing. How do you even do that?
But what if you don't play music on?
Loaded diaper always needs loading. So, you joining the band? Oh yeah, brother. Man, let's rock.
My first time going live, so I'm trying to think. I won't stand a nigga back.
King texted it.
I'll order the first person to. Boy, you better take that, delete that thing off of here. What's this? You gotta sign into my account. Maybe you should have asked for it instead of just going all willy-nilly.
And can you keep up with it?
It says message retracted on my end.
Let's start with that.
I can't pin anything. I don't know how to pin.
What? About the party. You need to relax. How about a healthy snack?
What is this? Chat filter, top messages, community moderation. Guys, I don't know how to pin it, but if you comment down below something that you want to eat, I'm going to Cash App you or Zelle you what you want to eat.
What?
It sounded like someone was hopping.
I'm telling you, it's nothing. Your imagination. Do you think me?
That's funny. That's funny.
You know, you really need to cut your toenails.
Is this the same movie?
Yeah.
Harry.
It is.
I wish we watched all of that Christmas.
We're watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Guys, if you comment down below something that you want to eat from a restaurant, I'm going to Zelle you so you can go and order it. Or I can Uber Eats it.
You keep saying the same thing.
Or I can double DoorDash it. Why do you think I keep saying the same thing?
Because no one's believing that you're actually going to do it.
Or do you think that because some people are logging off and then other people are coming on and they don't know what I just said? What about that? What about that?
Or that.
I'm sorry for giving inappropriate things. How would you nobody got hurt this time? Oh, little birdie. Oh, little birdie. My neighbors. What?
So yeah, no, I don't know how to pin it. You guys are just gonna have to